Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm in the office, taking care of business, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Wednesday. Hope you guys are on your game, programming, staying productive, studying, praying, meditating, eating right. Anybody out there trying to eat right? Let's continue our discussion from last week about how to up our game and up our image. I've been talking about image a little bit in some of the videos. Let's just continue on with another accessory. Let's talk about the pinky ring. I have a diamond, can you see that? A diamond pinky ring. I've been wearing this ring. I can get it off. I've been wearing this ring. It's just little crushed diamonds. It's kind of blurry. You can't see in the photo, in the video. Geez, since the year 2000, so 24 years. I wear it every day, rarely ever take it off. It's just cheap gold. Unfortunately, I wish it was 24 karat gold. This is probably 10 karat gold. This ring wasn't very expensive. I bought it in Egypt in the year 2000. It's kind of a funny story. I go through it really quickly, but I want to talk about pinky rings as an accessory. And I was really dead set on buying a pinky ring for some reason. And when I was in Egypt, I had heard that gold and diamonds, both of those, were rather affordable. Of course, the diamonds in Africa are all blood diamonds. These are probably blood diamonds. I'm sorry. Some little kid probably got his arm chopped off for these diamonds. So I go exploring through Cairo to jewelry stores. They got jewelry stores all over Cairo, tons of them. I go into this one jewelry store, little tiny hole in the wall, little tiny place. They didn't really have a good selection of rings. He had one tray of men's rings. I didn't like none of them. But he could see I was a serious buyer, that I was intent on purchasing something. And the guy literally, he does one of these. He looks around the store, because there was other people there. He does one of those, and he's like, you want to see some really nice stuff? And I was just like thinking, because I'm from the streets, and I'm like, what's this guy up to? He's like, follow me. So I follow this little guy into this elevator. The elevator door was like this skinny. I got to turn to the side to get into it. We both get into this little elevator. We're standing up on each other like this, and he's just smiling at me. He's like, yeah, wait, just you wait. And I'm thinking, man, I'm on vacation. I don't have no pistol on me. I don't have a knife on me. I could probably kill this guy, but I don't know what's going on upstairs. I'm going to get up there. It's going to be Al-Qaeda. These guys are going to jump me. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this might have been a dumb move. I'm a little overzealous in my ring hunt, and I just got myself into some trouble in Cairo. I don't know. We'll see what happens when them elevator doors open up. Elevator doors open up. The first thing I noticed was the floors. The floors were white marble with those black streaks going through it. And I like stone. I used to do stone work. I used to do sculpture work. And I just have a thing for stone. And this was beautiful marble, polished, beautiful. The floors were beautiful. I look around, it's gigantic up there. They got this little tiny store down below and a huge, huge fucking store above it. Secret store. The only way to get to it is this little skinny death elevator. And the guy's like, follow me. We go through the place, they got glass cases everywhere, diamonds, people are pulling out Rolex watches that look like they're worth $50,000, $60,000. There's a bunch of old people, a bunch of people shopping and stuff up there, mainly old people. We go sit down at a table, he starts bringing out trays of rings, brings out like 10 trays of rings. I find this one. Affordable price, done deal. I'll take it, cash, no big deal, let's buy it. But it didn't fit. It was the end of the day. And he's like, well, I can size it for you and mail it to you. And I said, fuck it. I don't want it then. I'm out of here. It was my last day in Cairo, too. And I was like, it's no big deal. I'll buy a ring in Israel. I'm going to Israel next. And he's like, no, you can't buy no ring in Israel. You got to buy it here. He's like, they'll rip you off in Israel. That's what he kept saying. It'll be too much. You've got to buy it here. And I told him, well, I'm not shipping nothing. So we got into back and forth with it. Long story short, he says, okay, come with me. We'll size it right now. We got to go to the factory. I was like, is the factory nearby? He said, yeah, we could walk there. So we're in Cairo, in the Khan el-Khalil market. It's a famous old market. It's kind of an enclosed little city, thousands of years old little city. They told us at the hotel, I was staying at a very fancy hotel, and I asked some questions about shopping when I was there, and they said, if you go to the Khan el-Khalil market, stay in the touristy areas. Do not, warning, do not go off the beaten path. It is not safe. Stay where the tourists are. Okay. Tell me twice. I don't have any reason to go out of bounds. Well, we're going out of bounds. The factory is deep into the no-go zone. And this little guy he's like a block ahead of me. Skinny little corridor blocks, cobblestone alleyway streets. And he's like turning one corner. I just see the back of his shoe and the back of his pant leg or his shirt as he quickly turns one corner. And I'm just trying to turn the next. So we're doing this cat and mouse thing. And I'm like, this guy's doing this on purpose. And I keep telling him, hey, wait up. And he's like, come quickly. And I'm like, he's leading me on a fucking wild goose chase. This guy's gonna set me up. I'm paranoid like that. So I'm thinking he's leading me back into the area where I'm not supposed to go. I'm deep in this shit. I don't know where I am. He's got me all turned around. I don't know what direction is what. We finally get to his little dead end street. I get to this, it's like a dead end. It's just buildings. There's no way to go. And he's standing back there. And I'm like, all right, this is it. Whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen right here. And he's got me way deep into this bitch. I got cash on me. He says, here's the factory. I didn't see no factory. All I saw was these little skinny metal doors. The doors were like about as wide as my shoulders. He pulls open this door, wham, metal roll-up garage door. And inside of it, it's a rather large factory, just an empty room. Full of young people, what looked like mostly chicks, diligently working away like slaves. Sizing jewelry up, working on jewelry, doing all kinds of jewelry stuff. And they each had their own little table with their own little station and all this stuff. He passes the ring to this one chick. She goes to town on it, cuts it, welds it, whatever, does her thing, sizes it up perfectly, gives it back to me. And I got my pinky ring that day. It's an interesting accessory. Let's just talk about why men wear them. There's the signet ring. The signet ring is typically a family crest or a coat of arms or something referencing your family heritage. You would see, Prince Charles, well, I guess he's King Charles now, wearing one, and people in the royal family wearing them. Kings throughout Europe, throughout history, there's paintings of them that they typically will wear a signet ring. It's something that upper class royalty does. Also, people who are part of organizations. My grandfather was a Freemason. My grandfather's father was a Freemason. It goes in my family for generations. And my grandfather currently wears a platinum Freemason ring on his pinky. And that's his father's ring. I was never a Freemason. If I was, I would get that platinum ring, and then I'd wear it on my pinky. I guess it's not too late. I could probably join. So there's different affiliations like that. I don't wear a pinky ring because of any affiliation. I just wear it because it's a tough guy thing from the streets. Mob guys do it, and the mob guys did it, so I did it. And that's basically the honest truth. I like the way that those guys get down. I always liked the way that they held themselves, and I'd see guys when I would flirt with the mafia guys, very rarely, but I have been around them guys. Some of them would wear diamond or emerald or sapphire, usually a jewel, a pinky ring. I think it's an interesting conversation starter. I often, if I see a man with a pinky ring, may comment on it, may notice it. One of the rules with it, I wear it on the left ring, and the mob guys wear it on the left hand. That's just kind of the rule. But it does clash with your wedding ring, right? So if you have a wedding ring, which I don't have, but if you have a wedding ring on that finger, then you got two rings. So then some guys switch it over to the right pinky, and that's fine. But if you're right-handed, you may fuck that ring up. So be careful with that. But I have a friend of mine, Italian guy. He's not a mobster. He's just Italian. But he likes pinky rings, and he likes jeweled pinky rings. And he has a whole tray of them. And I see him rarely, but when I do see him a few times a year, he's always got a different pinky ring on, and it often draws my eye. So it's just an accessory that men typically wear, and it's a sign of importance, of prominence, of wealth, of being a boss, of dominance. It's a conversation starter. It's one of the rare items of jewelry, that in your watch, that you can wear. Next time, maybe we'll talk about chains, about necklaces, and how a man should wear a necklace. Thanks for watching.